So we got a lot that happened this week, from Nintendo finally responding to the backlash when it comes to the insane prices that they got for the console and their upcoming games for the Switch 2, to a possibility we could be getting Titanfall 3 after all these years. An official quote from Doug Bowser on the backlash to Nintendo's insane prices. What you see right there is variable pricing. We'll look at each game, really look at the development that's gone into the game, the breadth and depth of the gameplay, if you will, the durability over time, and the repeatability of gameplay experiences. Those are all factors, and there's many more that go into consideration of what's the right price for the game. So I think you can anticipate that will be variable pricing, and we haven't set a benchmark, which to me, it sounds like these Nintendo executives feel pretty confident that people are going to go out here and spend all that money for the console, for the games, for certain games that ain't even got a whole cartridge in it. You have to get a download key just to freaking boot the game up on your Switch too. Like it's weird and insane what they're doing. Do I think they're gonna get away with this? Possibly, depending on how well the Switch 2 sells and the people actually go out there and buy the games, specifically the casuals. I mean, granted, there has been a lot of people spamming drop the price anytime that they host a live stream at this point, but I digress. Is that gonna actually, is it going to have that much of an impact on the Switch 2 sales, or possibly even Mario Kart World sales? I don't know. It's possible, considering how insane the backlash has become. I'm actually surprised it got to that point. But I would be shocked, code purple, and call myself Barney if they end up somehow, some way, all those $80 games end up flopping. Not only that, but if the Switch 2 don't really sell as well as what they initially thought, then hey, I gotta give it up for Nintendo fans. Y'all stood 10 toes down on the square and y'all said we ain't fucking with that shit, and y'all actually did. Me myself, I'm not really looking to get a Switch 2 simply because of all this bullshit they got going on. Like, you gotta do all this weird shit just to play the game. You have a knockoff Discord app on your freaking handheld when you could have easily had a Discord integration, but y'all are too lazy to even put the R&D in that. Now, granted, there is a growing concern. If these $80 games do sell well, then that's going to spell doom and gloom possibly for everybody else. I would be surprised if Rockstar said standard 70 and not bump it up to 80. I would be shocked if they did that. According to Insider Gaming, Titanfall 3 is reportedly almost complete according to a leak, has a campaign, multiplayer, and Apex Legends content. And this comes from a leaker known as Osvaldo. I hope I'm not butchering his name, but some interesting bullet points to point out: that the game is supposed to be running on Unreal Engine 5, will be live service, of course, and the main mode in the multiplayer will be extraction, with the other modes including TDM, control, arenas, all Titanfall 2 classic modes, returning Apex characters, and some type of dynamic weather system. And keep in mind, this rumor also coincides with what Insider Gaming also heard about the possibility of us getting a Titanfall 3 sometime next year. I just hope this is one of the things we're not getting our hopes up for, because at one point the game was in development, or people thought about developing it, but they never did. They never put the R&D and time into it. But I'm hoping this time it actually is coming out, because it's probably the most requested, highly anticipated sequels if and when it does gets announced. We know it's going to go crazy. Xbox not only announced a brand new showcase that's going to be coming in June, but also said that there will be an Outer Worlds 2 directly after the showcase. So if I had to guess, most likely the Outer Worlds 2 is going to get some type of huge media presentation, kind of similar to what we seen last year with Black Ops 6, where more than likely we're going to end up getting a release date for Outer Worlds 2. Now, I didn't see some of the gameplay that they revealed yesterday on IGN. I thought it was pretty good. Ubisoft Leamington officially closes its doors after 23 years. Now, mainly this studio was a support studio helping out with franchises in the Tom Clancy universe, Far Cry, and even with the most recent game, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Quote, after many incredible years, we want to share the news that Ubisoft Leamington has officially closed its doors. We're beyond grateful to our talented team, whose creativity, passion, and dedication have left a lasting mark on the games we've created, the memories we've shared, and the community we've built in Leamington. Now, it is unfortunate that people, are losing their jobs. Now, mind you, they are a support studio, but it kind of makes me think, does this have anything to do with them already trying to trim the fat after them finalizing that deal with Tencent? It kind of makes me wonder, because it was reported and widely speculated for a while now that after that deal finalized, you would start to hear about more and more layoffs hitting the company. Now, speaking of Ubisoft, according to Tom Henderson, they are supposed to be developing a turn-based tactics game set in the Rainbow Six universe, saying that this upcoming game is supposed to be out within the next couple years, going to be releasing on all the current gen hardware. The game is kind of compared to either Diablo or XCOM in the sense of it having this top-down type of view. The gameplay loop is said to be very similar to Rainbow Six Siege. It said that this game is supposed to be anywhere from 25 to 30 hours long, depending on player skill. But all that could change if there's anything that gets cut out. Even though this game isn't really my cup of tea, I know there is a lot of people who like that style of game. I just wish we would either get another Rainbow Six Vegas or bring back Patriots. You cowards. Why did y'all cancel that beautiful game? Warner Brothers Games is supposed to be announcing a brand new IP that's supposed to launch this year. And this was spotted by somebody from Games Radar Plus, where it lists developer Brandon Maria's LinkedIn profile showing him as a game design lead at Warner Bros. Games since 2023 under the experience section of his profile. And honestly, I don't know what this is. And if this is WB Games making it the same people who just made the Hogwarts Legacy game and they got a separate team quietly supposed to be launching a separate game that's supposed to come out sometime this year, as well as supposed to be making a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy 2. I'm kind of curious on what it is exactly. Could it be a brand new game set in the Lords of the Rings universe? Could it be a brand new game based around a DC character? Personally, I would love it if we had a Red Hood game. Give us a Red Hood game, you cowards, Warner Brothers. But with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about these stories in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.